While on holidays this year, I paid a visit to a friend in country Victoria, and he has this barn full of Benzes. Of course, I couldn't resist taking a look, particularly at some projects he's currently working on. Most of these cars are parts cars. Only a couple of them will actually get to see the road again. Most of them are in various states of disrepair or missing parts already. Some are accident damaged as well, like this 140. This is a 6.9 that's had its engine removed. It is accident damaged, but it could be fixed. This silver car is a 560, well optioned. And of course there's a collection of 6.9s as well. This car is a crime against nature. This is a 300 horsepower 560, which someone has completely converted to LPG, severely restricting its output with this atrocious setup. And that, believe it or not, is a professional install. They made all of the bracketry themselves. I don't understand why have a 560 and be concerned about fuel consumption costs. There are cheaper cars to be driving around, and then you don't have to butcher them like this.
You try to keep it original where it's, worthwhile, but some cars are just not worth it.
I found this particularly interesting, and it's little wonder why old cars end up catching on fire sometimes. People that don't know what they're doing really shouldn't be doing electrical work and wrapping their joins with insulation tape, especially on permanent 12. I'm not sure about the rest of the world, but Australia got these life expectancy tags for the airbags where it was basically telling you to change them after 10 years. And how good is this 560? It's very unusual to not see rust at this particular area of the car. There's certainly nothing blistering going on there. There is some minor surface rust going on, but nothing that would give me any grave concerns. That can be treated. Still the original cavity wax, and some surface rust you can see in there, but extremely minor. I've seen other cars completely gutted with rust in that area. I guess this car has spent a lot of time indoors. And as I mentioned, it is well optioned. It does have full Series 2 hydro pneumatic suspension. And it is an ECE version, so it's 10:1 compression, 220 kilowatts, but no knock sensing. So this is a car you'd have to probably play with the EZL adjustment in summertime to stop it pinging. And the interior is well optioned as well with individual rear seats and all heated seats. And that's the ECE version emissions tag showing the 4-pin EZL. On starting the car, I noticed the economy gauge stuck halfway, so I immediately suspected there to be a vacuum leak, and sure enough, I was right. I isolated it to the bottom one-way valve, and then quickly isolated that to the S and E switch circuit. I also noticed that someone has been messing around with the vacuum plumbing and it was all incorrect. This is the vacuum leak underneath the battery. It looks like rodents have been chewing on that, or the body has been rubbing on it. So I just trimmed out that section and we replaced it with a rubber joiner, and that fixed the vacuum leak. So I've corrected the vacuum plumbing as well, using the correct color-coded tubing. It was all over the place before, not even going to the right locations. And of course, being Series 2 hydro pneumatic, it does have the level lowering and firmness control. That solenoid block is notorious for blocking up and leaking because of its narrow passages and its vulnerabilities. Of course, once installing the new one of the struts decided to start leaking from its firmness control line. Obviously, it's been dormant for 20-something years, but that can be replaced. And of course, if your state has issues with rainfall, all you have to do is send me over to visit your 126 collection and the skies will open up.